So I'm really inspired by people just giving it a go, putting themselves out there, giving it a crack, and we can make amazing things happen if we just pursue our dreams and really go for it. I see that every day, and I think that people really, when they put their passion to a purpose, it's amazing what can be achieved. I think being part of the AgriFutures Rural Women's Award is an incredible experience. While Darwin might be a capital city, it is actually a really small community. It has about 120,000 people and is really like a big country town. My project's called The Village Green, and it's really about trying to make life easier for community groups. I think anyone who's been involved in community groups has seen this increasing governance and compliance burden, and sometimes it just becomes really overwhelming in terms of the amount that's put on volunteers with no paid staff for what they need to do to meet all of those requirements, when what they really want to focus on is something that's much more practical and locally based. And anecdotally, people are turning away from being involved in their community groups at all because it's just asking too much. I really thought there must be an easier way to address some of this and put some power back in the hands of volunteers and community groups to make good decisions for what they need for their area. The Village Green is going to deliver an online self-assessment toolkit that any community group can pick up and use. And I guess what that really means is a bit like one of those personality tests you might do on Facebook. You can answer a whole heap of questions that describes your community group and where you're up to, what challenges you're facing. And then at the end, instead of telling you what kind of Disney character you are, it'll identify what areas of governance you really might need to look at and connect you to some of the really useful resources that are already out there. And so it's connecting community groups and grassroots organisations to existing resources to make their lives easier, rather than a top-down approach saying you must do X, Y, and Z. I'm a pretty excited person, so I'm excited about lots of the future, but I think we have a really bright future in regional Australia. I think there's been some really difficult times and it's not always easy, but with technology, staying connected and progressing things is really coming an amazing way, and I think we're much better at telling our story of what the real value of regional Australia is. And so that to me makes a really bright future, but particularly the role people play in that future.